again, normally we don't request, like, at the time of application, like proof of income or anything. If it comes back, like if they're trying to process your information and they're not able, to confirm it, then they may reach out and say, hey, can you upload, your last two pay stubs or something like that. But it's not usually required like when you initially apply.
If you are looking to get a Navy Federal personal loan and you want to make sure you hit all the bullet points, you make sure you cover all your bases and everything of that nature, and you want to make sure that you have the best chance of approval, then don't worry, I got you. In today's lesson, I'm going to be going to the actual computer itself and I'm going to show you step by step on how you can fill out that application and actually get approved. So go ahead, get your pen and paper out. I'll wait right here, and without further ado, let's dive in. All right, ladies and gents, and before we actually get started and get to the computer, I just want to ask if you don't mind hitting that like button for me, as it helps my channel out a ton. I want to appreciate all you guys' support. Now, enough talking, back to this personal loan. Now, as you can see here on the screen with the personal loan options, you do have some features, terms, and we're going to go over the APR before we actually get into the actual application, just to give you all the information, all right? So again, with the personal loan, as you can see right here on the screen, it starts at $250 and goes all the way up to $50,000. And it is simplified financing, good for auto repairs, anything that you want to actually use this for. But if you want to use this for a credit hack, kind of similar to the pledge loan, I'll get more into that later on in the video. But even as the terms, we can see if it goes up to 36 months, you're looking at an APR rate between 8.99 to 18%. And if it's 36 months or more, we're talking like 60 months, you're looking at 15.29% all the way up to 18% again. All right, so just wanted to clarify and just give you that information right there. Of course, they have other loans, but we're just talking about the personal loan right here. Now, also, just to explain again, you want to make sure that you have at least fair credit when it comes to this. And the national score of fair credit is between 660 and 669. But I would say have at least a 680 or better. That is pretty much the sweet spot, all right? And you also want to make sure that your internal points are in good standing and well with Navy Federal. I've talked about internal points a lot on this channel already, but just to go over it real quick, you want to make sure that you're at probably like a 200 or higher if you know. But again, to make sure that you have really good internal points with them, have a good direct deposit, checking, savings, even a flagship checking account, have some pledge loans, and you are in good graces, all right? It is going to be a hard pull on your TransUnion. I've been hearing people say things that, oh, it pulled my Experian, my Equifax. No, it pulled my TransUnion. So just a heads up, all right? All right, so let's go ahead and get into the application process. To be honest, it's actually fairly simple, to be honest. But at least this way you are kind of ahead of the curve and you know what to look out for, all right? So let's get into it. All right, so the information right here, as soon as you get to it, actually, it's going to show, personal loans. You're going to see the quick and easy process. It's just going to give you some quick information. You don't have to worry about that. You can just click continue, all right? Sometimes it takes a second. It lags a little bit. So when you get here, the first thing that they're going to ask for is your personal loan application. Are you applying for this loan individually or jointly? Now, for just the educational purposes only and just for the video, we're going to do it individually, all right? Just solely you alone. So you're going to click individually. Click continue. It doesn't matter if you do it jointly or individually. It does not make or break your application. All right, so let's just say you want to go, how much do you want to borrow? All right, I'm just going to put 50,000 right here. But I just want to let you guys know right now a quick gem right here. If you make $50,000, do not expect to get $50,000, all right? Because they're looking at it through an aspect of the financial statements, not just you being a great Navy Federal applicant, but also your DTI, your debt to income ratio. So if you make $50,000 or under, do not expect to get the whole $50,000 unless you've had a bunch of loans with them and they know that they can trust you, okay? But if you're a new person, let's say you make under $50,000, you can get $20,000 or you can get $10,000 or anything like that, all right, guys? I want to let you know right now, it does not matter what the actual amount is. Either way, there are many people that can never actually get approved for this thing, all right? So if you got to get 10, 20, 30K, it's still not bad if you don't get the whole 50K, okay? So We're gonna just do 50,000 just for the application. Then we're gonna click continue, okay? So right here, it's just going over the loan summary, call applicant, no, guarantor, no, loan amount $50,000. Again, remember the APR rates that we talked about before. So you can do it for 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, things of that nature, all right? So you're gonna go ahead and select your terms. So remember when I said in the beginning that you could actually use this to boost your credit again? This is another way on how to boost your credit, actually on the flip side of the actual pledge loan itself. Again, the pledge loan is a secured savings loan. You're using your own collateral. With this is an unsecured loan. So if you wanted to, you could finesse this to thicken your credit profile all at the same time. The only thing that you're sacrificing is a hard inquiry, and it's not that big of a deal. I promise you, it's nothing but an investment. And plus, it's not, the inquiry is not going to matter in 6 months, ladies and gents. I always tell you guys that, okay? So with that being said, what you could do is, let's just say you did get approved for the $50,000 and you have your loan terms for 24 months or things like that nature. So you're going to have this $50,000 for 24 months. You could take this $50,000 and put it into another pledge loan. So now you have 2 loans out with $50,000 in great standings, thickening your credit profile. So the person, let's just say, let's compare you from person A to you, and you're person B. Person A that has an 800 credit score and only has a $10,000 credit card up under their belt, and let's say you have 2 paid off loans, or 2 loans 90% paid off, $50,000 right now, and you guys both go apply for something, you are in fact going to get a way higher limit. Let's say you still have that 700 or that 710. You are going to get approved for a way higher amount. Why? Because the underwriters see that you've had 2 loans that are $50,000 and paid off almost 90%. So that goes to show you that you can use this money and flip it to where it benefits you in the future. Does that make sense? Again, the only thing that you're sacrificing is a hard inquiry. So this is something to look after, all right, ladies and gents? So again, you can go after 24 months. If you want to go 60 months, it doesn't matter. But you can definitely do this, okay? So just for that, we're going to choose 24 months. All right, so right here, this is where you're going to fill out all the information. Of course, you know all this information like the back of your mind. So select housing type. When you get there, just renting or buying or anything of that nature. Renting, you put rent. Monthly payment, you can put whatever it is. Type of employment. Sometimes people get messed up with this because they see all of the military type of information. Right here, ladies and gents, it's going to say something about active guards, national guards, things of that nature. The only thing that you have to put, if you're not actually in the service, you put private employer full-time, or if you're part-time. Do not put self-employed if you're no, that's a red flag. Retired, red flag. Not employed. All right, so go ahead and put private employer. Even if you do work for yourself, put private employer, and then fill out this information right here. All right. Been there for 10 years. Don't matter. Whatever it is. All right. Put your monthly income, whatever it is. Okay. If it's above that, then you're fine. If it's below that, do not go for 50K, because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to give it to you. All right. If you have any other income, you can put it right here. Do not include alimony, child support, things of that nature. All right. So this is what all the information you're going to put right here. All right. So if I go any further, I'm going to have to click submit and things of that nature. So I'm just going to tell you after this, it's just, you're literally just going over your information, and then you click approve. And then after that, you review it. But I'm going to go over the information for you right now. So again, after you fill all this information out, you can choose to have the funds sent over to your checking account right after that. I advise you actually do that. And then you have whatever date that is on your loan contract that's actually going to tell you when your first payment is due. All right. They're going to actually tell you, so you're not going to be blindsided or anything like that. All right. And also, they will also ask you if you would like, how you would like to actually make the payments. If you would like to make it, monthly, bi-weekly, things of that nature. Of course, I think the easiest way on how I did and how I think you should do it is also, just monthly payment. And also, just to make sure that you don't slip up, tell Siri to remind you. If you have an Android, tell whoever y'all have for Androids on how to remind you every month so you don't miss a step if you're using it for a credit hack or you're actually using this for something and you're paying it off responsibly, okay? So after you do all of that, then after that, all you have to do is press submit. And I promise you, it's quick and to the point, right after that. So that's all you have to do, ladies and gents. And again, just to let you know, you can use this in a lot of different ways. You could use it to boost your credit, or if you actually need the money for something and you know that you're gonna pay it back, then you can do that as well. It's all up to you. You can even take the money that you got and convert that into a pledge loan again and pay 98% of it off, and then get the money back and then just pay off the personal loan how you were going to do in the beginning. It's so many ways. You could take this money and put it in the DCU credit union that I talked about in another video, and you can use that to put in a secure savings, have a $3,000 loan there, $50,000 loan here, $50,000 loan there, not apply for anything for a while, and just thicken your credit profile and pay everything off. Thickening, and there's so many endless ways in which you can do with this personal loan, all right? But I just wanted to give you this play that I've done in the past and show you how simple it is, because a lot of people tell you how to get the loans, but sometimes they don't tell you what you can actually do with it, all right? But I'm curious to know what you guys think. If you've ever had the personal loan, let me know how it was in the comment section. Was it an easy process? Was it a hard process? Was it easy to get the money or anything like that? Let me know how your experience was, all right? I want to appreciate you guys for stopping by. And until next time, ladies and gents.